a Utah powerhouse, 17-time state champion, with room for an 18th banner. The second most decorated volleyball program in state history, a school with long tradition and legacy. A tradition and legacy of success and championships. The Lady Rebels now take the court, carrying that legacy proudly. This is Rich Volleyball. And now, here is your voice of the Rich High Rebels, Cody Olson.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, and welcome to another edition of Volleyball. Our pregame show tonight, the Lady Rebels will be taking on the Altamont Longhorns. Here in Randolph, Part 2 Volleyball for homecoming. I'm incredibly excited to bring you here live as the varsity is warming up to get ready to face these Longhorns. Your Rich Rebel volleyball team 2-0 after beating Kemmer 3-0, and then Bear Lake last night 3-1. We're probably about 20 minutes away from serve-off, if I were to bet. In the meantime, we have our pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lamb, and clerk Lana Peart. I'm going to get it. Lana Peart, thank you so much. And thank you for everybody here in Randolph as I am starting my second week here, actually my third week. My third week here covering the Rich High Rebels and this fantastic volleyball program. Lana Peart, part of the town of Randolph. Thank you so much to her and her clerk work in part of the council board members here in the town of Randolph. We'll hear from them. And then we'll set the scene for tonight's game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Atlas Home Health and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kyle Argyle, Bradley Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call today for more information.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, to the Town of Randolph pregame show. Coming up, we'll talk about the scene set at today's match between the Altamont Longhorns and your Rich High Rebels. Our scene set today is brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans and fans of volleyball everywhere. You're going to want to see these Lady Rebels as they are something to behold, taking on the Altamont Longhorns tonight here in beautiful Randolph, Utah. I'm your host, Cody Olson. Just got back from the football game for homecoming and now coming straight into volleyball. Could not be better as these Lady Rebels are excited and stoked to go, as am I. I will be giving you live coverage of this game, and looking forward to covering both of these teams. Let's go into our scene set. Today the Lady Rebels take on the Altamont Longhorns. Before we go into each of these teams, it is homecoming week. It's a whiteout. Our fans and our students wearing white, we're incredibly excited. We got the music bumping. Everybody's here. These girls incredibly stoked to take on the Longhorns. Friday night here. This is your voice of the Rich Rebels, Cody Olson, saying that you could not be in a better place right now than here watching this volleyball game, and I guess the second best place would be listening to it, as I will be helping you out in describing a little bit about this game and just the artistry at work that these Lady Rebels have on the court. They're coming in at 2-0 with a sweep against Kemmer, as well as a 3-1 victory over Bear Lake last night. We'll go ahead and dive into the Lady Rebels. As I said, they're going to welcome the Altamont Longhorns tonight here on Friday, September 3rd. Rebels coming off a pretty dominating win against both Kemmer and Bear Lake. Darlene Peterson able to really carry the team and put away Kemmer. And last night, senior Annie Peart able to do what she does with multiple 13 kills, almost a 35% kill percentage. Good work to her as she was able to get the precision play of the game with a diving dig from the back line almost to the 10-foot line and able to put it up and over for the score. Not only a dig, but also a Bear Lake Realty kill, which is fantastic for her. Lady Rebels tonight come into this year looking to push past that final obstacle that eluded them last year, which was that state championship. That previous year, the Lady Rebels went 19-6 overall, 5-1 in region play, only dropping one loss to region opponent ICS, who they will welcome on Saturday. As far as I know, ICS, who is coming tomorrow to play the Rich Lady Rebels at 11 o'clock tomorrow, are undefeated, 10-0, as they are ranked respectively Rich number 1 in RPI and preseason rank, number 1 to in 1A division here, and ICS is RPI number 2. That loss last year to ICS came on the 18th of September. The Lady Rebels only losing one set in all of the playoffs last year until they met the Buffaloes in the state championship. As I said before, the Lady Rebels are preseason ranked number 1 favorite according to Deseret News. Right behind them, ICS, Panguitch, and Paiute. Lady Rebels come into this with great talent. Near the tape and near the back line, this rotation is very tight and fantastic work. We'll see Peart, Lamborn, Huffaker, everybody that I mentioned last night as they take on the Longhorns tonight. Lady Rebels looking to replace MVP from last year, McKenna Stacy, who had 302 kills, 396 digs, 52 aces. Fantastic work by both McKenna Stacy and JC Cornea. It doesn't seem like these Lady Rebels have skipped a beat, though, as they are coming into the 11th, hopefully 12th of 13th year winning consecutive seasons with a winning percentage of almost 75%. Only the 2018 season in the last 10 years have the Rich Lady Volleyball team not had a winning season. Homecoming, especially important. We'll go ahead and touch up on this. Homecoming royalty, Brittany Lamborn, as well on the volleyball team, leads her team with digs this year with multiple. I have to add on to what she already had against Kemmer. She's probably sitting around 23 leading the team. This work ethic and nose for the volleyball must be taught in the family, who her sister Courtney, who played in 2011, had 10th all-time in state history and is number 1 all-time in state history in a career with 1,544 digs. We'll go over and move to Altamont, as Altamont comes into this game 1-2 on the season, having dropped games against Gunnison Valley 3-0 and Emory 3-0, but winning and sweeping Freedom Prep Academy. They now come here to Rich who is undefeated after beating Bear Lake and Kemmer. Head coach Jessica Thane for the Altamont Longhorns. Previous seasons for Altamont include a 10-14 season last year. They played 2A, and they also went in 2019 8-16 with 2 ties. Kind of middle of the road for their division in 2A. No slouches, though, as they come into this game looking to come past the Rich Rebels here. That's what it looks like here for your scene set and at courtside. It's been brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Visit bearlake.org today and plan your next family fun vacation. We're about 15 minutes away from the start of today's action. Coming up, we'll visit with the coaches in tonight's matchup. We'll hear from Coach Wendy Lamborn, and we'll also have a moment to meet with Brittany Lamborn. Brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. We'll be right back to the Town of Randolph pregame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live. You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome to the coaches. Welcome to the Coach Wendy Lamborn pregame coaches show, brought to you by Stacy's Repair. You'll have to bear with me here as we get ready for this next little segment of the coaches show. Not able to get a hold of Jessica Thane of Altamont, but we're able to have an interview with star of the team, Brittany Lamborn. As this segment is brought to you by Stacy's Repair. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com. We'll take a step aside.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, to the pregame show, we'd like to go ahead and take a moment to advertise and acknowledge our boosters, Atlas Home Care and Hospice, as well as Comprehensive Family Dental. Thank you so much to them, as this is the pregame show sponsored by the town of Randolph. Stacy's Repair Coaches Show, Wendy Lamborn pregame coaches show coming up. Here is Brittany Lamborn, homecoming royalty, as I was able to catch up with her a couple days ago.
Cody Olson here, reporting live from Rich High School. I'm joined here with royalty, Brittany Lamborn. Brittany, thank you so much for your time meeting with me and talking a little bit about this week and how exciting it's going to be.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Brittany, you have fans everywhere. I'm looking at them right now. I just interviewed, I guess, your second half this week, which is Nate Woods. Pretty cool guy, if I would have to say so myself. Brittany, what are you most excited for when it comes to homecoming week?
I just think it's really fun when everyone gets together and gets involved, and with school and classes, things get pretty crazy, but I think when homecoming starts, everyone gets together and has fun together, and so it's really fun to see that happen.
Everybody seems to be a big happy family. I heard that once from somebody I knew. Maybe it was a couple minutes ago. Brittany, really important question I have here for you. Do you think that you can beat Nate Woods on the volleyball court?
Oh, I don't know. It's tough. His serve might get me, but I think every other thing, I think I got him covered.
I've been able to cover you and Nate both in football and volleyball. Both of you do a fantastic job. I'm super excited for volleyball coming up. You have 3 games this week. 3 huge games coming up. Tell me a little bit about how the team's prepared.
I like the teams that we're up against. We got Bear Lake, which is always a rival, so I think that the mentality is already ready for that, as well as ICS on Saturday. We're always ready for those. And then Altamont we haven't seen in a few years. I grew up watching my sisters play Altamont, and that was always a thing, but then they went up to 2A. So Altamont's going to be kind of a curveball, but I think that the adrenaline and the attitude of Friday with all the festivities and things, that we'll be ready to go and we'll hopefully play really well.
What are you excited for the most? You obviously have the volleyball games going on. I've heard a bonfire. Seems as though everybody is Bob Ross playing on the sidewalks right now. What are you most excited for?
I really like when everyone gets together and cheers, whether it's the bonfire, when we just do class cheers. I think when everyone's yelling at the same time and being proud of their class and of their school. Whether that's on a football game or a volleyball game, I really like when all the student body gets together and does the cheers.
Perfect. I really like it too. As someone who's not been around Rich a terribly long time, it's amazing to see the amount of support from the community, from the student body to come out and help, both in volleyball, football, even cross country's going on right now. A question that I had for you, Brittany, involved a little bit of what I asked Nate just previously, and that is, what does it mean to you to be a Rich High Rebel?
Well, I've lived here my whole life, and I had 3 sisters who basically kind of did what I am doing right now. They played all the same sports that I did and everything, and I grew up watching them, so I was always a rebel. I'd throw on my rebel shirt, and I'd travel Utah wherever we were headed that weekend, and I loved watching them. That was basically my childhood, is watching volleyball and basketball games. So I think growing up and watching, older and alumni, it's just made me really excited to be a rebel, and I think that there's lots that entails into that. And so just growing up, that's all I really wanted to be, and I was so proud of the school already. So becoming a rebel myself is pretty surreal because it's finally here, and I just love the support that you get from all the communities, and I don't know.
There you go. Now you nailed that one right there. Well, talk to me a little bit. Being a Rich High Rebel obviously means cheering for your school when you're in school, but let's talk a little bit about what happens after school. And I like putting people on the spot on this one. I mean, there are better choices than others. After we talked to Nate, he's decided to go to Provo and do all these things, and that works out for him. What kind of things are you excited for in terms of after school?
After school, let's see. Chilling at the Rock Shop. I think locals will know what that is. We got the Pearts supporting there with the Rock Shop. That's probably the biggest party place for me. And that's what I would say. Just driving around town, listening to music, having a good time.
What do you plan on going into, I guess, career-wise? What's your big vision? What's Brittany Lamborn's vision for post-graduation?
That is a great question, and I am open up to any suggestions that anyone has. I don't have a set plan. I think maybe if I don't have a plan, I might do something with business. It's pretty broad. I think I can go many different directions with that. So I am open to suggestions. So whatever like to give me some, then I will take it.
You're open to sponsors. Perhaps you and Nate can come up with some sort of business together and be absolute millionaires. Brittany, what kind of things do you want to touch up on right before we end this interview for the rest of, I guess, this week?
As I come up on my last homecoming, I just really want it to be a good one. So I think I would just ask everyone to get involved. You only have 4 of them. So get involved, cheer loud, be proud. We'd love to see everyone's support and have the community come together. You don't have very many, so we might as well enjoy them while they last.
You heard it here. Absolutely come out and enjoy the festivities. You'll be seeing Nate Woods and Brittany Lamborn as they are paraded around in the parade, I assume. And we're very excited. Thank you so much to Brittany for her time. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Thank you so much.
All right, you've been hearing it here first from Rich High. You've been listening to Rich High Update on 98.3 The Wildlife.
Thank you so much to Brittany for that wonderful interview. She wants homecoming to be great, and I'm going to take a wild guess that it has been super fantastic. The parade this morning, the football game and the festivities before it were incredibly fun. And here comes volleyball now as the Rich Rebels take on the Altamont Longhorns. This has been the Coach Wendy Lamborn pregame show brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff on the Town of Randolph pregame show. We're about 10 minutes from the start of today's match. They're just finishing warming up. When we'll come back, we'll talk to Lady Rebel head coach Wendy Lamborn as she talks about the festivities of homecoming. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Pledge of Allegiance up next. That was your Lady Rebel cheer squad and the Pledge of Allegiance. Here come the lineups for Altamont. Number 1, Aspen Thacker. Gardner, number 2. Number 5, Abby Long, senior for Altamont. Number 15, Kaylee Abbott. Lainey Shiner, number 22. Oakley Foy, number 24. Number 26, Sydney Allred. This is the starting lineups here. Brought to you by Lutz Construction, Premier Commercial and Residential Excavation and Landscaping. We dig Bear Lake. Call 435-946-8678. Starting lineup for the Rich Rebels, number 3, Cassidy Grohl. Ambria Lutz, number 12, senior 5'7". Number 15, Taylor McKee. Annie Peart, number 20, our MVP last night. Who we just heard from, number 23, Brittany Lamborn. And, of course, number 44, Mackenzie Smith. Darlene following it up, number 8. And our coaches, Coach Wendy Lamborn, Coach Weston, thank you so much to the entire coaching staff as well. As we get ready for this opening tip-off, would like to go ahead and thank the town of Randolph and the Lake Town Ledger here. We'll go ahead and dip into. We'll go ahead and step aside for the town of Randolph very quickly, and the town of Lake Town as well. Let's go ahead and give it up for them. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife, and video coverage at mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
The big difference that sets...
Welcome back as we now start off our coverage of Rich Lady Volleyball quickly into the Lake Town Ledger, brought to you by the town of Lake Town, supporting student success. Good luck today to the Rebels from the Mayor and Town Council. Fun fact, the Rich Lady Rebels are 15-0 against the Lady Longhorns. Latest match back in October the 14th of 2016. Lady Rebels took that one 3-1. 15-0. That's quite the stat there, as the Lady Rebels look to make it 16-0 as we move on now. We're going to go ahead and reset the score. Here comes the opening serve. Received but low by Mackenzie Smith. That's going to be the first points for Altamont. This is Lainey Shiner, as Annie Peart will go ahead and right in the middle rise up and above everyone on the front line with the Bear Lake Realty kill. Congratulations, Annie, as the ball goes to the Rich Rebels, now tied 1-1 in the first set. Brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving Rich County residents for generations. That's going to be a kill for Brittany Lamborn. The libero for Altamont, Abby Long, not able to dig that one up on the near side here. Cross court, here comes Brittany Lamborn again, up 2-1. Service, right up and over the net, and then back into the net after it was kind of called and dug up underneath. Not able to get enough mustard up and over that one, as Sydney Allred, senior, will get the faults. That's another Crawford Trough ace for Brittany Lamborn, now up 4-1 in the first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. Here comes another serve from Brittany. Dug up there by Long. Shiner will go ahead and clear it over. Grohl will set it up. McKee will set up Darlene Peterson, who slaps it over. Set up high and in the middle. It's going to fall right onto the Altamont side, as Darlene Peterson and Annie Peart use their intimidation skills and put that ball right over onto the Altamont side for another point. 5-1 is your reading. Lamborn sends it over to the back line. Received by Altamont, high and outside for Sophia Gardner. Sophia will slap it right into the net, though, as they're going to get a quick timeout from Altamont. That's a T7 Propane and Woodruff timeout. We'll go ahead and take our first timeout, as the score is 6-1 in the first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving Rich County residents for generations. As this beginning serve, we'll actually keep it here, that beginning serve for the beginning of this game, and those couple aces by Brittany Lamborn, brought to you by Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in Garden City. They'll go ahead and give it right back to Lamborn. Out onto the floor, Lamborn, Smith, Grohl, Peart, McKee, and Peterson. Here comes Brittany Lamborn with the service. Taken and dug up there by Gardner. Gardner's going to get the serve and get the setup high and outside. Dug up by Smith. Darlene will get her own kind of slap over as it's reeled in by Altamont. Sent over to Grohl. Grohl, McKee will set up high and in the middle for Peart. Peart off the fingertips and down. That's a kill. Bear Lake Realty kill for Peart. Peart rising up right on the Rebel logo in the middle, able to put that one up and over. Right on the far right side. Here comes Lamborn again. 7-1 is your reading. Dug up by Gardner and tipped back over to Peart. Peart is bullying the front line on the tape. Cleared over by Altamont. Set up by McKee to Darlene Peterson, who's going to put it right at the libero on the back line for Altamont against Abby Long. She's not able to reel that one in. That's a kill for Darlene Peterson. Bear Lake Realty kill. Here comes Lamborn with the service. Dug up there by Sydney Allred on the back line. Clearance by Shiner. Sent over, McKee will back set to Peart. Peart will send it right over to the back line, back left. Here comes Gardner with a slap of her own. Taken up by Lamborn as they're going to have to clear it over. Lamborn will send it all the way over, back over to Long. Long will clear it back over. Grohl will go to McKee. McKee high and outside to Peterson. Peterson will off the top of the net. And the fingertips. It's going to hit off of the front line of Altamont. Right off the fingertips of Shiner and Gardner. 9-1 is your reading. Great serve by Lamborn. It's going to be high and outside after being dug up by the middle of the Altamont defense. Too much mustard, and Sydney Allred, senior for Altamont, not able to get that one. Sent over and dug up by Long on the near side. High and outside to the middle. Slapped over. Lamborn's going to put it up into the ceiling as Smith clears it back over to Long. Long will then go to Shiner as Shiner tries to set up Gardner, but it's going to be Long and out the back line. 11-1 will be your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Lamborn's been back there for a while. It's 11 straight points. And she's going to find another ace right in the back left corner. Fantastic work. 5th ace for Brittany Lamborn just in this beginning set here, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. They're going to get a substitution as number 23 of Altamont, Kirsten Robb. Lamborn will send it over to Robb. And the little side set. Smart move by Lainey Shiner, senior of Altamont, to sit right in the middle and a little side set and put it right just in front of the 10-foot line of Rich and in for their second point of the game. Here comes number 4, Gracie Thacker. Dug up by Smith. High and outside to Peterson, but she's able to just be out of position and just contort her body in a way that's not going to be square enough. It's going to go into the net for a point for Altamont. Thacker going to send it to Lamborn. Lamborn will go to McKee. High and back set to Peart. Peart off the fingertips and dug up by Long. Thacker will clear it back over to Grohl. Grohl will go to McKee. McKee setting up for Darlene Peterson. High and outside to the left. Way far. Probably about 10 feet out of the back right corner as the points will go to Altamont. Great digs brought to you by the town of Woodruff by Mackenzie Smith on that last little sequence as she gets subbed out after a service error by Altamont. 13-4 is your reading. We have Annie Peart, MVP, against Bear Lake last night. Back to serve. Here comes her serve. It's going to be high and out, just over the head of Abby Long, the libero for Altamont. 13-5 is your reading. Here's Long back to serve. Jumping serve, sent right back to Peart. Peart to McKee on the front line, high in the middle for Huffaker. Both her and Darlene Peterson are going to touch the net and get called by the judges as the ball will go to Altamont. Here comes Long again. Jumping serve, smack dab in the middle of the court. It's going to go right to Peart and Lamborn, split them, and then Huffaker's going to go ahead and dig up that little miscommunication and send it back over. Long with the slap. Tipped up by Huffaker, bat set to Huffaker in the middle. She'll go right back to Long on the back line. Set up for Gardner, high and outside. It's going to be high and out the back line. 14-6 will be your reading. Taylor McKee back to serve for Rich. She'll go right at Sophia Gardner. Gardner will go ahead and get the set and bump it over as Rich clears it back over to Long. Long to the middle. Double hit just through her fingertips on the Altamont side. Lainey Shiner trying to get that back set to Sophia Gardner. 15-6 will be your reading. Here comes McKee. McKee off the top of the net and in. That's an ace. Special thanks to Crawford Trough. Verbatim from the student section, ace, ace in the face of the defense of Altamont. Here comes McKee again. Up 16-6. Taken and set up for Altamont. Trying to reel that one in the middle of the court, just past the logo on the left side, going from left to right on your radio dial. That's Kaylee Abbott, the junior, slapping it over, but going to be far out of bounds to the left. Set up here for Gardner. Gardner is going to send it to Lamborn, who's going to bounce it off the ceiling to Darlene Peterson, who finds a wall of hands and gets it sent back. Here comes the middle now. Set up for McKee. Huffaker is going to put it right into the face of Gracie Thacker on the back line of Altamont, and out for the Bear Lake Realty kill. 17-6 will be your reading. McKee back again, situated on the block. If this were the basketball court, received by Gardner. Sent back to Long. Long will send it to Lamborn. McKee will set up Darlene Peterson, high and outside to the left. Right in front of Long, who's going to dig that up. Fantastic work by Altamont to save that one. McKee back again, back setting now for Lutz. Lutz puts too much muscle on that as it will go out of bounds past the left line on the near line here. 17-7, 18-7 rather, is your score. Service taken by Darlene Peterson and sent back to Lamborn on the back line, who takes a shot from a couple feet back from the 10-foot line. Long clearance by Thacker as McKee sets up Huffaker in the middle. It's going to make Thacker sit on her bottom, but she's able to dig that one up. Great Town of Woodruff dig by Lamborn and set up. There's going to be a sequence now. They're going to put a palm out and be able to save it after a great sequence by Altamont to the center of the defense, but not enough after 3 hits to put it over. There's going to be 18-8. Sophia Gardner will get an ace right at the 10-foot line, right in front of Annie Peart. Found that soft spot right in the middle. Put it in perfectly. Here comes Gardner again. Gardner now not able to repeat her success as she's going to put it right into the net. Service error. 19-8. 19-9 will be your reading as a substitution. Darlene Peterson Jr. comes out as Hatch comes in. Hatch with the service right off the top of the net. Sent up and over back to the Rich side as McKee will set up Lamborn on high and outside to the left. sequence there as the ball comes back to the Rich side. Not able to reel that one in. Both McKee, Peart, and Hatch had a chance to send that over after bouncing it off of each other like a ping pong ball, but not enough. 10-19. Here comes Sydney Allred. Dug up by Peart, who will send it over to the Altamont side as McKee will set up Lamborn high and outside into the wall of hands of Altamont. She goes. Clearance and slapped over by Peart, back over. Back and forth these teams are going. Fantastic work. A little bit of a slap over. Dug up by Annie Peart. Wonderful work from here from Town of Woodruff Dig. Able to jump from almost the free throw line down to the 10-foot line. Can't do it twice, though, as they attack from Sophia Gardner high and outside on the near side here will find its mark right at Peart. 11-19 will be your reading. Here comes Allred again with the service. Taken by Lamborn to McKee in front middle, who will back set to Huffaker. Missed it, whiffed a little bit, probably hit the bottom of her wrist as it goes into the bottom of the net. 12-19. Allred again. Huffaker digs that one up and bounces off of Lutz, and then McKee sends it over and clears it. High and outside for Lainey Shiner, but she's going to be met with a block from Lamborn and Huffaker. Special thanks to Epic Recreation for helping us keep track of that block. Shiner will attack and put it right into Huffaker and Lamborn's arms, right back onto the Altamont side, 20-12. In the first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. Here comes Mackenzie Smith. Wonderful interview that I had with her earlier in the week as she gets ready for her second game in homecoming against Altamont. Here comes the serve. And miscommunication by Altamont as Mackenzie Smith finds the back right corner. Kind of like a knuckleball looking thing. It's going to split right in between Abby Long and Aspen Thacker. Back right corner. Substitution as Hatch will come out, and we will see junior Ellie Argyle. 5'7", outside hitter. Strong arm and great teamwork as I've seen her in the junior matches. Back-to-back aces for Mackenzie Smith. She puts it right in front of Abby Long. 22-12. She's going to put it right into the right side, right at Aspen Thacker, the junior, who's not able to bring that one back into play. It's going to go up into the stands, into the student section, 23-12. Here comes Smith again. Smith will go right to the back line, and then a setup here into the middle from Sophia Gardner to Lainey Shiner. Will find the back, just the back line in the corner, and will hit the line here. 13-23, back to serve Kaylee Abbott. Abbott will go ahead and have that fielded in by Lamborn. Annie Peart will have a chance near the logo to get that ball up and over after getting the set from McKee, but she'll put it right into the net. Points back to Altamont. Here comes Abbott. Abbott short to the outside. And it's going to be just awkward enough not to be fielded by Peart as Peart sends it back over to McKee, just too close to the net. Point for Altamont, 23-15. Abbott will send it to Lamborn, to McKee in the middle. Peart. Nobody was there in the middle. Peart will dive, and that ball will bounce off of her forearms into the far logo out of bounds near the student section. 16-23 will be your reading. A little bit of a lame duck serve from Abbott after she's had quite a few good ones in a row. Set point now coming up for the Rich High Rebels. Back to serve, Ambria Lutz. Lutz will send it over to Long, the libero. High and outside for Thacker. Thacker's going to put it into the net as the Rich High Rebels will take your first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, 25-16. 25-16 will be your score in the first set here. We'll take a step aside as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Lady Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife with live video coverage on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
We welcome you back now to the second set of Rich Lady Volleyball here as they take the first set in the Auto Farm Chevrolet first set. Now the second set brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren and Tricia and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck in all that they do. Let's go ahead and recap the first set here as the Rich Rebels had 6 kills, 8 aces. Fantastic work by them. But giveaway points, including a service error, won. The set summary, the Rich Rebels will take the set 25-16. Up 1-0. The Rich Lady Rebels taking on the Altamont Longhorns. As we have previously discussed in the Laketown Ledger brought to you by the town of Laketown, the Rich Lady Rebels are 15-0 against the Altamont Longhorns. Last meeting between these two teams came in 2016 as the Lady Rebels came out victorious 3-1. Here come the teams back out onto the court in the LSR Refrigerated second set. Special thanks to Rob Leifson for all that he does for this school and as well as stats. Welcome to homecoming here. We're getting excited as these Rich Lady Rebels now up 1-0. Multiple Crawford Trough aces, including 3 straight in a row from Mackenzie Smith in the first set. Here comes Lamborn. Lamborn will get it right up and over the net and into the antenna from Altamont on the reception. That was number 22, Lainey Skinner. 6 aces now for Lamborn. As I jinx her, she puts it right into the net. I take personal responsibility for that one. Here comes Lainey Shiner of Altamont to serve for the Longhorns. It was sent over and be received by Smith. High and outside to the left from McKee to Argyle, who's going to put a lot of heat on that one, and it's going to go out, almost out the doors on the southeast side of the gym and out. It's going to be points to Altamont. Here comes Shiner again. Shiner will go ahead and send it to Grohl this time. Grohl will go to McKee, who back sets high and to the left for Peart. That ensuing move and laser beam from Peart is hard to handle for Altamont as number 22, Lainey Shiner, dives for the ball near the 10-foot line on the near side here on Altamont's side and out and hits the net. 2-2 as Annie Peart sends the ball over, received on the back line. Here comes number 24 of Altamont right in the middle, who tries to tap it over the front line. That's Oakley Foy. Oakley Foy puts it right into the net as the Rebels are up 3-2. Shiner will set up Abby Long, who puts in a Hail Mary and is going to be able to hit the back left corner on a little punch pass, a punch attack near the free throw line of the basketball court. Tied 3-3 in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. We welcome you here as you are tuning in. The Rich Lady Rebels up 1-0, tied 3-3 in the second set. Thacker will go ahead and send it over to Rich. McKee will set up Huffaker. It will be received by Altamont. Altamont will go ahead and put it high in the middle for number 23, Sydney Allred, who puts it out into the stands and out. 4-3. McKee with a service error just about 6 inches too short. Ties up the game 4-4, service error. Here comes Abby Long of the Longhorns. Abby Long puts it right above the net, perfect, and received by Lamborn. Argyle's going to have to go ahead and clear it. Miscommunication from Abby Long, and Lainey Shiner is going to allow the ball to just drop in the top left corner. Of Altamont for the points and the kill. Service by Hatch to Long, high and outside to Gardner. Gardner will send it cross court over to Lutz. Lutz sends it to McKee and then to Peart in the middle. Received by Long on the back corner, high and outside to Gardner. Gardner will send it to Hatch. Hatch back to McKee in the middle, high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn back to Long. This is a trend that we're seeing as Gardner taps it back over to Lutz. Lutz will set up Huffaker. As back and forth attacks for each team, each received well by each team. Back set from McKee to Lutz, just a little too soft and put right back onto the Rich side. That's a block for number 15, Kaylee Abbott of Altamont. Five to 4 is your reading as we now get to see Sophia Gardner serve. As Lamborn takes it on the near side, back to McKee and back out to Lamborn, high and outside to the left. Dug up by Long, who will send it over to Altamont's Sydney Allred. Dug up by Violet Taylor. Another Town of Woodruff dig by Peart as Huffaker sends it. A laser beam to the back line and is going to split off the forearms of Abby Long, the libero and senior for Altamont. That's a kill. Here comes Mackenzie Smith. She had 3 straight aces in a row in the first set. Received there by Thacker, high and outside to Abbott. The Rich Rebels will go ahead and try and set up Annie Peart. 3 feet to the right of the logo, working from right to left, and she's going to put it into the net. 6-6 is your reading now as we get Allred to serve. Service error from Allred. Puts Rich up by 1 in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Here comes Ambria Lutz serving from the back right corner. Up and over to the libero, Long. Short set here by Altamont is going to go off the forearm of Mackenzie Smith, and Violet Taylor's not able to back her up in time as the ball falls right near the free throw line of the basketball court and in and near the back line. 7-7 is your reading. Here comes Abbott of Altamont. Jumping serve, taken up by Violet Taylor. McKee high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn's going to find a sea of hands right there. They're going to go ahead and try again as Peart taps it over. Dug up by Thacker of Altamont. Thacker will go ahead and attack on her own on the far side, high and outside, into the net. 8-7 is your reading. Here is Brittany Lamborn. Perfect placement, and that's a Crawford Trough ace right at the feet and not able to be dug up by Lainey Shiner. That's her 7th. Last time I said that, I kind of jinxed Brittany, though, And I did it again. I'm going to stop. That's my bad. 9-7 will be your reading. I believe it's 9-8. Here comes Shiner off the net. Received by Argyle, back set to Peart, who's going to get the libero long frustrated as it goes off of her forearms and out for the kill. 10-8 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. In the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Received by Altamont. Little tap over near the logo from Altamont. Sets up the offense for Rich. Dug up by Long. Long is going to go ahead set here. As high and outside, Sophia Gardner is going to put it right at Ellie Argyle and off of her forearms and out for the kill. 10-9 is your reading in the second set here. Here comes Gracie Thacker of Altamont. It will be received by Lamborn in the middle back set. Front and in the middle for Huffaker. Huffaker's going to put it right into the arms of Lainey Shiner, who's not able to put that one back into play. Too hard, too fast, as Huffaker gets the kill, 11-9. Here comes the service from McKee. McKee will have her serve fielded by Altamont and slapped over by Oakley Foy. Here comes Lamborn with a slap of her own from the back line. Taken, and Long will go up and set Gardner high and outside to the left. Points will go to Altamont as a miscommunication from Lutz and Huffaker on the far right side is going to lead to the ball falling right at the 10-foot line behind them. No one there to dig that one up. Closer second set here as 11-10 is your reading. Here comes Abby Long. Too strong. Out of the back line and out. 12-11. 12-10 is your reading here in the second set. Here comes Hatch. Kaylee Hatch back to serve. Into the net. Kaylee Hatch's serve goes for a service error. 12-11. Sophia Gardner, senior and outside hitter for the team, back to serve for Altamont. Goes over and takes a dive right in front of Annie Peart, and it's dug up by McKee and slapped over by Huffaker. It's going to be high and out after the slap. They initially called it one way, overturned it. Should be 12-12 is your reading as Gardner sends it over to Lamborn. Lamborn to McKee, high in the middle for Huffaker at the logo. Long will dig that one up as we'll go to Foy. Foy will put it at the 10-foot line, dug up by McKee. Huffaker again at the top of the logo will put it high and out. 13 now as the Longhorns of Altamont take the lead in the second set, 12-13. Service by Gardner, dug up by Huffaker, and now at the 10-foot line, Annie Peart will go ahead and send a missile over and dug up by Thacker. Offensive set for Lamborn, high and outside for Rich is going to go ahead and find its mark off the forearms of Thacker. Top right corner and out. It's a Bear Lake Realty kill. Another one for Lamborn. Tied now 13-13 in the second set. This is Cody Olson covering the Rich Rebels against the Altamont Longhorns live as Mackenzie Smith sends the ball over to the back line by Thacker. Thacker will dig it up and set up and high and outside. Miscommunication, forearm to the face on the Rich side. We're going to go ahead and bounce right back as Altamont takes their chance at offense. High and in the middle for Peart, just too close to the tape. It's going to fall on the Rich side after the set up from McKee trying to find Peart. Unsuccessful. The ball will fall right on the logo on the Rich side. Here comes Foy. Oakley Foy sends it to Violet Taylor. Violet sends it up to McKee. McKee high and outside to Lamborn on the left side. Dug up by Long and set up, giving Aspen Thacker a chance. I have 2 Thackers on the team, and that one's going to go high and out of bounds. Off the back line and out. 14-14 will be your reading. Here comes Lutz. Lutz will send it to Long on the back line. Set up by Altamont and received by Rich. Here comes Peart. Peart thought that someone on the front line of Altamont touched it, but the judges are going to say no. Abbott for Altamont is going to send it to Smith into the net. Ace for Altamont. 16-14 will be your reading in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Here comes Abbott again after her initial ace. We'll send it into the net for a service error. 1 for 1. 1 for 1, I mean 1 ace and 1 service error. Here comes Brittany Lamborn, down 1 point. She'll send it over to Long. Gardner will set up Rob. Pardon, that's Shiner. Shiner's going to go ahead and put it over, and a little too much mustard and heat is not going to be enough of a defense for Rich. Altamont will go up 17-15 as Rich takes a quick timeout. We'll take one as well here in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife. Coverage at mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. The score is 15-17. Altamont up on the Station on Main scoreboard here. Here comes Shiner. Shiner is going to go ahead with the ace, find the line on the far side, far left corner of Rich's defense. They're going to go up 18-15. Here comes Shiner again with the service. Shiner is going to put it right at Lamborn, who's going to field it. McKee kind of side set it right over, up and over. Gardner high and outside will get the set from the middle of the Altamont offense and put it right on the line. That's her 4th kill of the game. They're going up 19-15. Here comes Shiner. Mackenzie Smith will dig that one up. McKee will set up Violet Taylor. Taylor will send it to the libero on the far side. High in the middle for Peart. Peart up and over. Smart move by Peart as she gets it up and over the front line. Right at the 10-foot line, it will drop in front. Behind the front line, in front of the back line. Great offense by Peart with the Bear Lake Realty kill. Here she comes with the service now. Dug up by Rob. To Shiner. Foy will clear it over as Violet Taylor will take a shot in. It's going to go to the left and out. Towed the line really close, but they're going to call it out. 20-16 is your reading here. Gracie Thacker back to serve. Oh, perfect, riding up and over the net. They're going to get a call into touching the net by Violet Taylor. 21-16 is your reading. Here comes Gracie Thacker. Dug up by Peart. Peart and McKee will set up Huffaker high and out. Roy, Foy, as Grohl will set up Violet Taylor. They're going to get a call on the Rich Rebels, and it will go to Altamont as they touch the net again. Gracie Thacker, senior, will get a service error and put it into the net. Rebound sequence needed for the Rich High Lady Rebels here, as McKee will take it off from the block. The basketball court. Long will dig it up. Shiner will set up. Sophia Gardner. Lutz will send it over to Violet Taylor. Taylor will send it over. Gardner will put it up into the net. A block from Huffaker and Lutz. 18-22. Down 4 points in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Here comes McKee with the service. Taken by Long. Shiner will set up. She will back set here to Oakley Foy, who will put it into the net. Quick timeout from Altamont, brought to you by T7 Propane. We'll take a timeout of ourselves. Brought to you here as this is a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Lady Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife with video coverage on mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Taking you back here, the service from McKee is fielded nicely by Altamont as a kill here from Sophia Gardner of Altamont's going to go ahead and put it up 23-19 for Altamont. Altamont up by 4. Back to serve for the Altamont Longhorns. Abby Long, senior and libero, will send it over to Brittany Lamborn, fielded right behind the 10-foot line. McKee will set up Huffaker right at the logo, and she'll get a kill right off the forearms of Abby Long near the back line. 4th kill for her this game. Rich Rebels trying to beat Altamont to that coveted 25th point in the second set. Hatch will put it over to Long. Shiner will send it over to Thacker. Thacker, Peart, fielded on the back line, high and outside for Lamborn. That's going to go high and dance right on the net. Back over to Rich it goes. McKee will set up Huppaker in the middle at the logo. Dug up by Thacker. Sneaky move by Altamont, try to get that one over as a set from Lamborn. Is going to get touched up and over. Abbott and Sydney Allred. Lamborn will get a kill there as she read the defense and able to put it over the front line. Here comes Hatch. Hatch, too strong and out as set point is coming up here for Altamont. Down 3 points in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Here comes Sophia Gardner. Gardner, give it to Lutz. McKee will set up Lamborn high and outside. Great dig there as it's going to be right at the line, dancing around. Lutz will go ahead and tip it over near the judge on the far side, opposite side of the room than me. It's going to fall into Altamont court side. 22-24 as you're reading. Here comes Mackenzie Smith. We'd love to see three straight aces like it was in the first set. Dug up here as Peart at the very logo sends it over by Long. Abbott. McKee high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn is going to put it into the wall and out. It will bounce back onto the Rich side, but it's going to be out of bounds. Timeout will be taken. We'll keep it here for this timeout, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. 23-24, Rich down. This is Cody Olson, voice of the Rich High Rebels, covering this game between the Lady Rebels and the Lady Longhorns here in volleyball. Altamont has been in the lead since almost the beginning of the set here. They're trying to keep alive as there's 30 seconds left in this timeout. Doing everything that they can to stay alive here. Here comes the Rich Rebels onto the court. Peart, Lamborn, Smith, Violet Taylor, McKee, and Lutz. Here comes service from Smith. Smith will send it over. Fielded by Altamont. High and outside. After the attack by Lainey Shiner, we're going to be tied at 24. Tied at 24 we are. Here comes the service from Smith. Gardner will set up Foy. Foy will go up and over. Lutz will send it to Peart. Peart's going to go high and out. It's going to be tipped, though. They're going to call it tipped, as the points will go to Rich. Wonderful work there by Peart to hit it off the fingertips of the front line of Altamont. Here comes set point up to 1 point, 25-24. Here's Mackenzie Smith. Smith will send it to Long. Gardner will set up Abbott, who will go ahead and send it to Smith. High and outside, high and in the middle, Peart will tap it over. Gardner to Foy. Lamborn will dig it up. McKee high and outside to Lamborn. She's going to get blocked by Altamont. 25-25 will be your reading on the station on main scoreboard here. Here comes Allred. Allred will send it over, fielded behind the 10-foot line by Taylor. Taylor then will go, and Lamborn will attack on her own after the set from Peart. Miscommunication on the Altamont side. It's going to fall right in front of Allred. Substitution now, as Rich is up 26-25. Pinpointing this volleyball, here comes Ambria Lutz. Lutz will send it over to Long on the back line. Shiner will put it right into the net, as that's the end of the second set, taken by the Rich High Rebels, 27-25. Up 2-0. We'll take a break here. Great work by either team as we go ahead. That's the end of the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren and Tricia and the entire Wallentime family wish the Rebels good luck. 27-25 is your final in the second set. On the station on main scoreboard, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife, with live video coverage on mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
We welcome you now, Rich Rebel fans, to the third set of the match, being brought to you by Rich County Government. Rebels with a championship cause. We'll go ahead to the set summary of number 2. The Rich Rebels here are going to have 11 kills in the second set, 2 aces, but quite a few unforced errors. 5 service errors and giveaway points by Rich. They're able to come back, though, after being down about 5, to come back and take that second set, 27-25. Altamont had less service errors and giveaway points, but Rich able to come back and grab a hold of this, as the final point would be an error from Altamont. Number 22. Lainey Shiner not able to get that one up and over the net. Here we go. Coming into the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. We'll go ahead. Special thanks to Rob Layson and producers back in the studio. by keeping us on the air. Reset the score up 2-0. Rich Rebels looking to close this one out in their final set. Out onto the floor comes Altamont. You'll see Aspen Thacker, Oakley Foy, Sophia Gardner, Kirsten Robb, Kaylee Abbott, as well as Lainey Shiner. Everybody's really into it here. We have great fans over on the opposite side. Student section in their whiteout. Many people here as Grohl will check in for Lutz. Out onto the floor, McKee, Peart, Lamborn, Smith, Taylor, and Grohl. Waiting for the clearance and the call to start this third set. Our set sponsor, Rich County Government. Here comes Shiner. Shiner will have that dug up by Smith. High in the middle, set up from Peart. Peart's going to waste no time by bouncing it off the forearms and out of Kirsten Robb. That's 6 for her. Up 1 point. Here's Brittany Lamborn to serve. Brittany, right off the top of the net, dug up by Long. Shiner will set up Foy. Foy will have it dug up by Lamborn on the back corner as Violet Taylor will send her offense. Gardner will clear it. McKee high and in the middle for Peart. Peart will put it right off of the neck and shoulders for the kill of Kirsten Robb. That's 2 in a row for her and her 7th of the game. 2-0. Back-to-back kills by Peart on Robb. High and outside for Gardner. Gardner is going to put it right into Annie Peart, and Peart's going to knock it down onto her side. I thought it knocked the wind out of her. It was a laser beam. Now, 2-1 is your reading in the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. Service by Thacker. Lamborn will dig it up. Set in the middle for Violet Taylor, and she's going to do exactly what Altamont did the previous possession, and that is put it into the wall of Allred and Foy. But it will bounce onto the Altamont side. 3-0 is your reading. Here comes service from Peart, who's going to get an ace and have it bounce a little funky right near the free throw line of the basketball court, near the back line off the forearms of Long. Bear Lake Realty Crawford Trough ace there. Grohl will set up Huffaker near the logo. And she'll find that soft spot right at the three-point line, a couple feet behind the 10-foot line. That's 5 for Huffaker. Bear Lake Realty kill 5 for Huffaker. Here comes Annie Peart. Peart will send a laser beam right over the net to Long, as Gardner clears it over to Grohl. Grohl will send it to McKee, high and outside to Violet Taylor. Taylor will send it to the back line, but received as Gardner will go ahead, pass it back and forth to Annie Peart. Huffaker now off the fingertips of the front line of Gardner and Foy, and out for the Bear Lake Realty kill. That's 6 now for Huffaker. 6. Here comes Peart's serve. Going to be a little too strong as it's going to hit past the back line and end that little streak for Rich. 6-2 is your reading. Here comes Abby Long, the senior and libero for Altamont. Grohl will go ahead and dig that up. It's sent back to the Rich side, high and outside for Huffaker. Huffaker will find a wall of hands and get that sent back to the back line. Brittany Lamborn now will go ahead and send it to Altamont's back line. Gardner will clear it over back to Lamborn. McKee, high and outside for Violet Taylor, who's going to find pay dirt off of the fingertips near about 3 feet back from the 10-foot line, right in front of the back line of the Altamont Longhorns for the kill. Congratulations, Bear Lake Realty kill to Violet Taylor. Here comes McKee, who stands on her spot on the back line and sends it over. They're going to call out of rotation on Rich. Six to 3 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here comes Sophia Gardner, outside hitter and senior for Altamont. Lob over to Violet Taylor, who's going to get the set back to her. Juggled a little bit by Altamont and sent over to Rich. Clearance by Lamborn. Dug up by Thacker. Darlene Peterson will set up Taylor, who's going to make Thacker do the splits and get that Bear Lake Realty kill from cross court. Right to left and from left side to right side. That's a kill. As she gets cheers as she gets down to the bench. She'll sit next to Ellie Argyle. Here comes Hatch with her service, 7 to 3. Dug up by Altamont, high and outside for Skinner. McKee will set up Lamborn, high and outside to the left and in, who will find the back left corner. Laser beam for Lamborn. 8 to 3 is your reading. T7 Propane in Woodruff timeout taken, as we'll take our timeout as well here. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on the Wildlife with video coverage on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
We welcome you back to the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. Your Station on Main scoreboard reading is 9 to 3. The Rich Rebels up. Working from right to left on your radio dial here. Service by Hatch over to the Altamont. It's going to be out of the back line. Smart move and good eye on the ball from Altamont. As substitution, we'll see Aspen Thacker coming in for her. For Gracie Thacker. Allred will send it to Lamborn, who's going to go to McKee. Back set to Darlene Peterson. Darlene is going to go ahead and find her Bear Lake Realty kill, as that ball is going to fall right in front of the block on the Altamont side. 10 to 4 will be your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here comes Mackenzie Smith. Senior for Rich, number 44. She'll put that into the net for a service error and swap possession. 10 to 5. Kaylee Abbott to serve for Altamont. That's going to go ahead and find about a foot of space in between Violet Taylor and Mackenzie Smith. Miscommunication will lead to points and an ace for Altamont, right behind the 10-foot line. Here comes Abbott again, her second try. Fielded by Lamborn. It's going to be right at the net here. Points will be giving to Rich as we get a motion from the judge. I think it was a reach over from Altamont. 11 to 6 now is your reading. Darlene Peterson with the service. Just barely out. She's trying to catch that back left corner. Maybe 3 inches off. Here comes Lainey Shiner. Shiner will do the exact same thing as Lamborn, maybe just a little bit farther out than what Lamborn, than what Darlene Peterson did. Swap of possessions and points. Here comes Lamborn now to serve for Rich. Dug up by Long. Shiner will set high and outside to Altamont. Gardner, not enough time to get underneath it. Violet Taylor will put it into the wall. Shiner to Foy. Here comes McKee in the middle for Peart. Peart is going to find pay dirt again off the forearms. She's getting her 8th kill of the night, and quite a few off of Kirsten Robb, the freshman. Freshman Kirsten Robb getting experience and time that she desperately needs as she receives the serve from Lamborn. Clearance from Long will go back to Lamborn on the back line. McKee will back set to Peart, who has to sprint and get it over. Foy will go to Shiner. Shiner punches it over at the feet of Lamborn, who's not able to dig that one up. Fourth kill there for Shiner. Here comes Gracie Thacker. Lamborn will dig that one up on the far right corner and set up high and outside to the left for Taylor. Taylor will get her attack dug up by Altamont and set back over. Grohl will set McKee. Middle set up for Peart, who jumps from the logo and finds her spot for her 9th kill in the back left corner. 14-8. Your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Up 6 points. Here's Peart back to serve. Jumping serve will be fielded right smack dab in the middle of the defense of Altamont. Beautiful kill by Sophia Gardner, if I've ever seen one, as she takes off after she gets the set high and in the middle by the left side of the Rebel logo. Her 7th of the night. Here comes Long. Long will put it into the net for a service error. 15-9. As we're getting a substitution, Grohl will come out and Darlene Peterson will come in. Here's McKee setting up on her position on the block. Up and over, fielded by Long. Skinner. Slapped over from Long, fielded by Lamborn, high and outside to Violet Taylor. Taylor is going to find pay dirt again right in front of the back line of Altamont. That's her 4th of the night. Violet's getting some calls out from her fans in the stands. Here comes McKee to serve. 16-9. Long will receive. High and in the middle, Long will go ahead and put it too far. Past the back line and out. Timeout brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff by the Altamont Longhorns. We'll take a timeout too, as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife with coverage on mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Welcome back to the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. Rebels with a championship cause. McKee will send it over to Altamont and get touched over by Sophia Gardner. McKee will set up Lamborn on the back line here and slaps it over. Skinner for Gardner. Dug up by Peart. Town of Woodruff dig. Slapped over by Violet Taylor. Gardner again. Will tap it over to Lamborn as McKee back sets to Darlene Peterson on the far side and find pay dirt against Sydney Allred, the senior. Number 4 for Darlene. Your score will go 18-9 on your Station on Main scoreboard. Here comes McKee again. Cross court and going to be out and to the left on the service from McKee. Taylor McKee, designated setter for this varsity squad, does everything that she can to help out her team as she's been stellar tonight. Here comes Sophia Gardner. Peart will dig it up past the 10-foot line, high and outside to the left for Darlene Peterson. Absolute monster kill cross court in front of the Rich logo, volleyball logo on the opposite side of the court and in. I believe that's her 5th now, Darlene Peterson. Here comes Hatch, up 19-10. Long will dig that one up and receive it. Gardner will go ahead and set up Justy Cook, the freshman, as she finds a kill to stop the bleeding. Putting it into the wall of hands on the near side here and down onto the Rich side. Sydney Allred back to serve. Here comes Sydney Allred with the service for Altamont. Barely over the net and received by Lambourne. High and in the middle for Huffaker. Huffaker is going to find her spot about 3 feet past the 10-foot line on the left side here. Great work by Huffaker. As she'll get subbed out and Mackenzie Smith will come in. Hatch will come out. Violet Taylor will come in. 2-woman substitution. Mackenzie Smith to serve. Going to be taken by Aspen Thacker. Skinner will put it over to McKee. Darlene will set up Peart in the middle. Into the net, the attack goes, and off the foot of Darlene Peterson as they try and keep it alive. It will not work, though. 12-20 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here comes the service from Abbott. Abbott from left to right on your radio dial, received by Violet Taylor past the 10-foot line. Up in the middle, high and outside for Lambourne, who's going to get that sent back to her. Peart will go ahead and clear that over. Taken by Sophia Gardner. High and outside, and Foy will send it over to Lambourne. McKee. Back set for Darlene Peterson, who just puts it into the net. A little bit too low on the far side there. 20-7 is your reading now. Abbott, the junior, to serve again for the Longhorns. Received by Taylor in the middle back line. Set up for Peart, who's going to bounce it off the net and then off of Aspen Thacker. McKee will set up Lambourne high and outside and touch it over. Thacker, Gardner, Skinner high and outside with the attack. Darlene Peterson has the muscle, but not the placement on that one. She's going to put it high and out. 14-20. Good Town of Woodruff dig by Violet Taylor on that previous set. Here comes Abbott. High and outside for Lambourne after the service. Right in front of Abbott. Abbott, that's her 5th kill. That's Brittany Lambourne's 5th kill of the game. Here comes Darlene Peterson up 21-14, up 7 in the third set. Brought to you by Rich County Government. Darlene Peterson jumps up and lets that one sail over her head and out. 22-14. As the attack came from the right side here. Darlene Peterson will send it to Long. Gardner. Back to Long, who clears it over. Smith will send it to McKee. McKee high and outside for Lambourne, who touches it over, and it's going to get blocked by Skinner on the near side. Skinner putting in work for her team as they go to 15. Here comes Shiner. Shiner will go ahead, send that over as McKee sets up Lambourne. Actually, Peart high and outside for her 10th kill of the game. Annie Peart has family. Fun fact, as Brittany Lambourne serves it over to Shiner, and then Smith will set up Peart in the middle for her 11th kill of the game. Set point coming up. Peart. Annie Peart leads her team this season with most kills especially against Kemmer, much like her sister Amanda, who knows how to attack on offense, as her sister's 5th all-time in state history with 39 kills in 1 game. Sophia Gardner with the attack. Right into the hands of McKee and out. That will be a kill for Sophia Gardner. Gracie Thacker will send it over, received by Lamborn high and outside for Violet Taylor. Taylor will have her back and forth. These teams go as touch back and forth. It's going to be called in. A little touch over from Allred in the soft spot near the 10-foot line on the far side. 17-24 is your reading. Here comes Gracie Thacker again, who will be. Lamborn will receive. McKee will back set to Peart. Peart just touches it over. McKee again will set up for Olivia Taylor. Violet Taylor. Violet Taylor will rise up with the perfect little touch right past the 10-foot line, and they will take the third set. 25-17. That's the end of the game here. Great work by your Rich Lady Rebels to sweep the Altamont Longhorns in the third set, 25-17. 3-1. We'll go ahead and take a step aside here in our last ad of the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government, Rebels with a Champion Cause. This has been a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Lady Volleyball as they take the win here. We'll step aside as you've been listening on the Wildlife 98.3 FM with coverage at mylocalradio.com.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Proudly serving the people of Randolph and Hiram, Utah since 1997. Dr. Sean Grohl with Comprehensive Family Dental offers dentistry for patients of all ages. Great care, positive environment, and fair prices. Call for an appointment today.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, as we are going to wrap up this game between the Rich High Rebels volleyball against the Lady Longhorns. Rich High is going to be able to take this in 3 sets, 3-0, as they sweep the Lady Longhorns. The second set was quite a bit closer. This is the final score, as in the final set, the Rich Lady Rebels will take it 25-17. That's the Station on Main scoreboard reading. Coming up, we're going to bring you the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, to the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show. As always, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, wishing the Rebels much success, and they found success tonight again. First, let's cover some of the highlights of today's game, brought to you by the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. Let's go ahead. Set one taken by the Rich Rebels 25-16. Mackenzie Smith with 3 straight aces. Fantastic work from her. The second set was quite a bit closer, 27-25, finally taken by the Rich High Rebels. And in that third set, we're going to have the Rich Rebels come off with 19 kills in a 25-17 third set. Here comes a little bit of the highlights, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. As I said before, Mackenzie Smith, 3 straight aces in that first set. Fantastic work from her as she kind of moves along, doing what seniors do, and that is carrying the team and doing the best that they can and finding ways to win. And that was one way to win. Highlight of the second set, Rich fell down by quite a bit of points, I believe 5 at one point, and was able to hold off set points for quite a while, all the way up to 27. There they go, and they're able to find pay dirt, and congratulations to the Rich Rebels as they were able to do what needed to be done in that second set and then took care of business in the third set. Our post-game highlights have been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Mount Pelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth. Coming up next on the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show, we'll bring you the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Our final score tonight on the Station on Main scoreboard was 3-0 in the set category. Final set in the third, coming 25-17. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the postgame show brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. It's time to take a look at our precision play of the game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910. The precision play of the game will go to senior Mackenzie Smith with 3 straight aces in the first set. Just keeping the Longhorns at bay and putting any type of comeback out of the question. Congratulations to her as she's able to find multiple spots on the court, mostly finding the back right corner and off the forearms of multiple Longhorn players. Congratulations to her as she is going to get the precision play of the game, but really it was 3 plays in a row. senior Mackenzie Smith. Congratulations. The precision play of the game has been brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Up next on the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show, we'll recognize the player of the game. And you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife, with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com. The final score, of course, was 3-0. Final set being 25-17, a sweep for the Rich High Lady Rebels. And we'll go ahead and step aside. Thank you.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Welcome back to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. I'm your host, Cody Olson, voice of the Rich High Rebels. Congratulations to the volleyball team as they have able to sweep the Lady Longhorns of Altamont. I'm here as we welcome you back to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Today's player of the game is brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Thank you very much to Mound Valley Cattle Company for all the work that they put in keeping us on the air. We're going to go ahead and give the player of the game to Mackenzie Smith. Didn't have necessarily the most highlights, but she exhibited the senior mentality and a championship mentality by putting teams away when she absolutely needed to. Congratulations to her, as she is the player of the game. Not only a leader on the court, but also off. Fantastic to be around and a wonderful interview for me during homecoming week. Congratulations to Mackenzie Smith, senior, for the Rich High Rebels. It's now time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap for today's volleyball game between the Altamont Longhorns and our Rich Lady Rebels. The Freaky Fast game recap has been brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston and Rock Springs, where fresh and fast meet. Every day delivering gourmet sandwiches. Every time, Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street, Evanston. We're going to go ahead and start off as the first set is taken by the Rich Lady Rebels, 25-16. Very kind of easy and just kind of business as usual for Rich, as they're able to take that set 25-16 in that first set, as I mentioned before. Closing it out, Mackenzie Smith with 3 straight aces to end the set. Congratulations to her on the precision play of the game and player of the game. In the second set, the Altamont Longhorns were able to put up quite a bit of a fight and were able to go up at 5 points, up 24-19 at one point, and the Rich Rebels able to come back and fight off some set points to finally take it 27-25. Showed some great grit and determination by each team here. Congratulations. And the third set, they were able to kind of handle things very easily. 19 kills. 37 unforced errors, however, in this game allowed Altamont to hang in, especially in that second set. Well, I'm sure Coach Wendy Lamborn will go ahead and clean that up as I go ahead and end the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. That's the end of our Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show today. We'd like to thank Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, for their support of the Rich High School students in all of their endeavors. That's Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho. This has been a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com. Final score on the Station on Main scoreboard was 3-0, a sweep for the Lady Rebels, taking care of business here against the Altamont Longhorns. This is your voice of the Rich High Rebels, Cody Olson, saying congratulations to a wonderful homecoming week. Catch me tomorrow as the Lady Rebels in volleyball take on ICS, undefeated on the season. Ranked number 1, the Rich Rebels in RPI, and number 2, ICS. That's going to be a fantastic game to watch. You'll see me or hear me on the radio tomorrow, as that game will start at 11, pregame at 10:30. This has been a production here, and this is the voice of the Rich Rebels, Cody Olson, saying good night, congratulations, and go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Rebels!